Good morning and welcome to another wonderful edition of Inside Naija for CHRICED Radio and Television, where your matter now we own. My name na Princess Aniana. For Inside the Waka today, we will talk about the No Go Gree way scatter Abuja yesterday, all on top this matter of real-time electronic transmission of election results. That's not one of the matters that we're going to talk about for the show later. We'll also talk about the Court of Appeal. We confirm, say, nothing wrong with the suspension with Senate. Been suspend Natasha sometime last year. We will also bring some news about failed transaction when you get to do with data or airtime credit for your phone, and how the networks, bank, CBN, they wanted they run that one. All of that and plenty more others them then go come up inside the show later today. But for now, make we rush go bring to you waiting there for front pages of newspapers. No go anywhere. Will they come back now? The Punch newspaper now start off the list of papers this morning, and they say on top of this Igiaga for bandits, federal government rejects the talk from governors inside the north of say may they suspend mining. For now, they know they suspend the mining, and they Save Southwest start major military campaign inside Kwara and Niger. Who they talk this one, how the report take they go, the Punch. They there to show you everything. Senate go quick arrange meeting today as this Electoral Act don't they cause very serious higiaga inside the country. Peter Obi being joined people they do No Go Gree for National Assembly. Even Reverend Kuka they ask say they need to look that law again. Vex Tiebele just the increase on top the way we say that they do change inside the Electoral Act. Akpabio na go lead that very serious emergency meeting later today. Prince them all these sons of kings and for inside Oyo don't enter court now to ask for law to fight, may therefore maintain Alafin supremacy. Presido don't swear, in short, he make a promise, say he go replace open grazing with ranching reforms them. Pencom, that na the joint body of pension, don't come out now, say more than 75 million Nigeria people, they face the risk of to retire without having pension. Again, United States of America go send back 18 Nigerians to this country based on say the criminal list for that side. CBN, NCC, don't they suggest immediate refund for airtime, that na credit or data where you put for network where you fail. All of that and more therefore inside the Punch newspaper this morning. The Guardian newspaper can follow, and inside the Guardian, they say fresh borrowing. They will go borrow new money, they call for front. As a 2026 budget, they face a shortage of 25.27 trillion naira. Tinubu don't involve inside the Igiaga between Fubara and Wike. GDP figures, the number what the record for GDP, say no day enough anymore to measure progress. Now wetin Kashim Shetima, they yan be that. The new killings, kidnappings, don't they cause more security fear as some drone attacks also they happen. Senate say they go do the harmony, they go arrange the Electoral Act to become one today. Inside all of the No Go Gree over real-time election transmission. Residents, people where they live for Kaduna now, don't enter street, they do No Go Gree as terrorists go kidnap another 7 people inside the state. National Assembly, NERC, that now put the regulate lights, don't define help from the judiciary so that they can, our lights, our power sector, our grid, feel stable. Natasha don't lose the suspension appeal as courts also cancel the 5 million naira fine where they say may she pay Akpabio. Nigeria internet speed don't go down, and they don't rank Nigeria for speed of internet at number 85 position all over the world. Cross River magistrates don't start strike. We don't know when it go end on top poor welfare. You go see all of that and more inside the Guardian newspaper this morning. Now moving on, we get the Vanguard. Inside the Vanguard, CBN, NCC, they suggest 30 minutes as the timeline for refund on top airtime data transaction will fail. 9 worshippers, 9 they kidnapped for night vigil inside Catholic Church for Benue State. And then they're kidnapping again in the midnight. Don't cause serious, No Go Gree for Kaduna Millennium City. Tinubu still come out now say this bandit terrorism. Now then they cause more igiaga for our economy and say no United States intervention for Nigeria na blessing. Remi Tinubu na he and that one. On Electoral Act, Senate say they don't mind make the para for them. They don't mind make everybody talk say what they do not good or they don't mind the criticism, but say then go settle the issue today. Now Senate talk person, now he and that one. Then you go see plenty other stories and we follow that began. Sanwo-Olu don't start health safety initiative for 10,000 Lagos drivers. Children just begin to shout, our community, our home, our community, our home, as Lagos lawmaker go visit Makoko. Senate say Nigeria go continue to borrow to fund the 25.91 trillion naira budget shortage. As a National Assembly don't promise say they no go approve any other budget based on the power we then get. And finally, for front page of the Vanguard, Chale, the Super Eagles coach, say, see why it hard for new players to break into the Super Eagles. Enter for the Vanguard, all of that gist and plenty others go day for you to enjoy. The Daily Sun can say Obi CSOs activists to take over National Assembly on top say Senate to reject real-time electronic transmission of election results. For the Kilikili for Kwara, Tinubu don't make a promise to stop insecurity and even promise to fight terrorism with all in mind, belle and everything we in get. For the Electoral Act Amendment, Yaga, Kuka Center, Yaga Africa, others want made they do compulsory transmission of the results and ask National Assembly say make them confirm the House of Representatives version of that law. Nigeria will continue to borrow to fund the 25.91 trillion budget deficit. Now waiting Senate Yan Bidat. Editors, the Ginger National Assembly to make use of the compulsory immediate election result transmission. Appeal court confirms Senate suspension of Natasha as CBN NCC say they go crack down on banks, telecommunication companies them on top airtime failure. All of that they inside the Daily Sun newspaper. The Daily Independent say Obi join Occupy National Assembly we no go gree over election result transmission. Nigeria, they risk to move into avoidable food crisis. Now, what experts they talk with that say the increase in input cost fit to revise the gain where we get on food security. NGE, they ask National Assembly to adopt compulsory electronic transmission of election results. Analysts say inflation go reach the highest point in January as rates cut debates they continue. Appeal court don't give ruling. Say yes, Senate do according by their power to suspend Natasha. Terrorism, banditry, no go continue. We will overcome. Now the promise with Tinubu, the promise be that. Say insecurity, they stop economy from to grow. It can open up the National Development Plan of 2026 to 2030 and still the ginger say make governors them make implementation of that National Development Plan very important. Federal government, they target 6,000 Nigerians for inside the waka they want to do for free cancer testing. And finally, for front of the Daily Independent, closing revenue leakages, they're very important to Nigeria economic safety. Mba, Naiyan, all of that. Enter Daily Independent, you go see all of that gist and plenty others them. In the nation, the new pay for university teachers don't start according by the New Deal. United States involving inside Nigeria insecurity, na blessing. Now, wetin our First Lady, the yarn, be that. Appeal Court confirms Senate power to suspend Natasha. People they do we no go gree, like P2B, obedient supporters, they ask for real-time result transmission. Tinubu say we will defeat terrorism and banditry and plenty others them. Defense headquarters activate Operation Savannah Shield inside Kwara State. NAFDAC don't seize fake malaria drugs wey worth 3 billion naira. And we say maybe Fubara go submit commissioner list after the ASO Villa meeting. All of that in the Nation newspaper. The Nigerian Tribune say Tinubu do fresh peace talks with Fubara and Wike and say maybe the lawmakers now of the state go step down impeachment process. FG, federal government, don't begin now to pay the 40% salary agreement with ASO and say make all of them make sure say they obey that agreement. We don't make up our mind to win against terrorism. And wetin Tinubu they tell governors be that the prince them for Oyo, they ask court order to stop laughing from public engagement. Electoral Act, Obi CSOs, odas do we no go gree for National Assembly. Plenty other Tori follow that one. Appeal Court confirm Natasha suspension and say Senate do their work according by their powers. All of that inside the Nigerian Tribune newspaper of this morning. They're rounding up front pages of newspapers. Now the Punch Sports Extra. Punch Sports Extra, Chelle say Osimhen play AFCON with hamstring tear. Lookman say could be lose. Late UK-based footballer Deniji, now today then go bury him. Waneri don they open up on top in Nigeria roots. Adeleye say how my dog inspired Davis Cup win. Pep they fire Arsenal title warning. Madrid the target to get Pedri among them. Atletico they plan £48 million for Cucurella. Unstoppable Onwatu lead Eagle Stars scoring charts inside Europe. Tonali wants UCL guarantee for him to join United. Laporta don't resign as a Barcelona presido. All of that and more inside the Punch Sports Extra newspaper. That at least one of these papers for yourself. Just know the full gist, make your own for no loss. And then join us again tomorrow for another wonderful edition. My name na Princess Aniana. No go anywhere because the big stories them they come up next inside the program. Welcome back. Welcome back to CHRICED Radio and Television, where your matter now we own. We appreciate you seeing you with us live now for our YouTube, you with us live now for our Facebook at CHRICED Radio TV to enjoy this program as they go. And you fit here and the color of your belly, put your contribution for the comment section. Make we know, say you they enjoy what they do. We also do on other social media platforms at CHRICED Radio TV and for our website at www.CHRICEDRadio.tv.com. On WhatsApp, if you reach us on top 0906 891 8345. Coming back inside the studio this morning, I get Kola Wale on morning with me. Kola, good morning.
Good morning, Princess.
Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
All right. So, quickly, make we start with the No Go Gree way in. Almost like scatter Abuja yesterday, the matter loud. You know, if you enter X, like almost all the posts now about how the matter take they go down. So this John Bodi, we call yourself Movement for Credible Elections, MCE. Now him being actually gather people, you know, the Peter Obi there, Randy Peters there, Aisha Yusufu there, and plenty other people them. We even for Lagos too, self another like group of them. We get like Patu Tomi, we get Ayuba Wapa, where you know all of them they that one. We also say Yaga Africa so they do their own protests. Some even do conference, Reverend Kuka, you know, plenty going on top this matter. How you go assess the We No Go Gree and the fact that it seemed to actually happen peacefully?
Yeah, that's good. And we thank God for that they know hijack that one of the beauties of the democracy. When you say, okay, we are practicing democratic system of government, we should be able to at least experiment every single principle of the democracy. And now what we've been seeing yesterday, people talk, say, okay, we no want this thing. Now, because of us, now say I want to do election reform. Now, I want make we provide credible leader or leaders across the country. So if Nigerians say, okay, we don't already see, say this is the way, and everybody being the supporter, there's no reason, except we are under military system of government, where we say then they impose policy on top of the people where then they rule. But under this system of government, we they suffer well. Under this system of government. Under this system of government, you know the amount of naira we invest in conducting election every 4 years. Under this system of government, you know the way an individual can easily columbate all this money in the name of, say, na democratic system now with the practice. So now part of the beauty is, okay, we say we don't want this thing, and you guys should let it happen. After all, now we carry these people, vote them, say make them go represent us for Abuja, 3 in each state, 109 of them, 360 at the House of Reps. So they should do wetin go please Nigerians. When you see how lousy the situation is, you go know, say, maybe only a few number of people will get ulterior motive, say, if be like, say, go, no go, make you get our way around this thing. Now then no go support electronic transmission. Because when they say this is in a progressive move, everybody supposed to embrace them. So if they no want support them, make lawmakers tell us the reason why they want us to remain static. As Akpabio been talk, say, no be say them comot them, but they only maintain the way it was in 2023. We don't want them. Because we saw what transpired in 2023. Till today, INEC no gree explain wetin be the technical age we then talk about. Just 2 words, and the entire Nigeria no believe, say, the election they credible. We want to have election that will encourage more people. We talk, say, lie here and no they vote again, to come to poll, to come and exercise their civic responsibility. We want to have election that at least 70 to 80% go talk, say, oh, the thing makes sense. And it will now increase the number of people where they vote in the country. Not now that we claim, okay, we have 100 million potential voters and we only see maybe 30 million of them going to poll because of this lack of interest. Apathy everywhere because they don't believe, say, their vote, they can't. So if they make this move, we are not saying now only electronic transmission now go give us credible elections. They always have their plans. How I wish, say, the way everybody been they stand up right now against this move way Senate been they make. Now so people will get that kind of ginger to say, okay, in every aspect of electoral malpractice, we want to block it.
Like the vote buying.
Like the vote buying. And again, the reason why I've been they sound like this is that you can't buy without selling. And you can't sell without buying. So if they are ready to buy votes, it means, say, somebody today we're ready to sell in votes. So if all of us can rally round against all these moves, go know, say, even them too go know, say, hey, issues deal. Meaning, regardless of whatever money they have, it will save them. The only thing that can save them is their work and performance.
Okay, so some people don't talk, say, the presence of Peter Obi inside this gathering, say he also follow for wetin make him today more peaceful and the wetin make him too loud like that. You really think the Obi factor gets any effect on this protest?
I may say yes or no, because even before his arrival yesterday, the matter done the loud well. You understand? And when he came on board too, he can't give him more ginger. And if you check the narrative of how people been they follow Obi before 2023 election and now, I think that ginger still did there. You understand? So it will not be out of place if you see him for that particular location. But whether he did there or not, you see youth coming out to say, okay, no, we no agree. You see civil society organizations coming out to say, we want this thing done. They follow the due process. Obi was not part of the people where then they do public hearing on top now. These people have been demanding for this to make it happen. And if you check the body language of people where they support this among all the politicians, now opposition. I never see APC now to come out. For you to, so if you want to check body language of Nigerians, we go know where they belong. I've never seen APC to carry placard say, we want electronic transmission of result. Why are they not coming out? Why only opposition? Maybe it may be part of the reason why they don't even want them in the first place. Why be saying that only opposition, they always fear about credible election in Nigeria? Why incumbents too be scared about it? Say even they feel run things for my back. Maybe at state level, at local government level, at what level? So they have this impression, say, we are in charge. Because we should be expecting APC to also condemn the Senate move. But we are not hearing from them. So if you are not hearing from them, it means, say, issues there. We will see the likes of El-Rufai condemning the move. We see the likes of Atiku condemning the move. Obi condemning the move. You go know, say, then they fear, say, they fear use the power that be to do or undo for them in 2027. Now, the reason why then they make this move. So we are calling out APC right now. If true, them too, they mean well for Nigeria. If APC truly mean well to say, okay, true, we want electoral reforms in the country, and true, we want to conduct credible election. And if they know they fear, they don't boast since all this one now. Say nothing they happen. Now walk out. Now this, now that. We will play them. Tinubu go play them. Now be strategy. If all these things they in place for them, let them come out to condemn Senate on this matter and let us know that true, them too no support, say, may they no pass this electoral reform.
Anyway, so we still don't hear him now say later today, say the Senate, they plan to do an emergency session. Now, I guess something that where we do that the checkout point. They say the matter say we will also they cause this emergency session. Say plenty of the senators, especially those ones then, were there for the harmonization committee, say they were forced into defensive mode after their personal phone number spread for social media. Say people were calling them angry, threatening them. You get, say, some people, they ask them, how, say they were laying curses on them, asking them, how do you sleep at night after this action? So some of them even have to switch off their phones to avoid further harassment. My question here is, does it mean now, say, our mumu don't really do, and Nigerians are not actually waking up to demand accountability?
Gradually.
So this shows that there's still hope for Nigeria.
There's still hope. It means, say, when we're ready to change things, sincerely speaking, these things there. The truth of the matter is that how many of them, compared to over 200 million population, how many of these troublesome politicians we have in the country? How many of them? The so-called political structure they are talking about, who are these structure? Don't be we. We are the one. Many of their family members will not even go to put to go and cast their vote. Now Nigeria, then they always push forward. They will even tell elders. They will tell PWD members, say, make una defend una vote. That time na there, they say una vote. But when they get the mandate again, eventually if they want to even port to another party, they don't remember those people where then the text say, may they defend their votes. They port anyhow. Because they feel like, okay, these people no go do anything. Because their mumu never done. So if we at least coming up gradually like this, if they know, say these people, regardless of whatever you are making, any move you are making to pamper them, they know they listen. They can't be influenced because you get money or you get power or you want to intimidate them. When they are seeing that body language in us, then they will do the right thing. But they are not seeing it right now. So if these kind of people are coming up with this kind of initiative, I will appreciate it if they can sustain the momentum so that it can spread like virus across the country. With that, we still have a few bad eggs. But when we have the majority saying no to a particular cause, definitely these people don't get choice.
Okay.
Because they are less than 1,000. If you want to come from top one or to the bottom, of the who is who, we're supposed to change the narrative of things in the country, the legislature, what would they talk about? How many of them? 360 plus 109. Number one citizen, president, just one. The vice president, Senate president, and the House of Reps. They are less than 1,000. People that are supposed to change things around. Judiciary, if you merge them together, they are less than 1,000. So how can they be misdirecting the fate of the country, over 200 million people, and we feel like we are okay? No. If our minimum done, we'll be able to tackle these guys, and they will do according to our wish, not them imposing policies and policies of assault on top of us almost every time.
Okay, so the movement shall say they will continue to do this with No Go Gree. They will continue to protest, say, at least until they finally answer them. And then the Yaga Africa, them, the Kuka Foundation of them, say they give the Senate 2 weeks ultimatum to handle all of this matter. But one question I still want to say, what to make this protest now different from the one where they are showing do, or the one where we say they do for inside August, or was it last year, the last 2 years, where they for take arrest all those small children? And what be the difference with it? Why does this seem like a day more successful as compared to plenty other protests?
No, we can't say it's more is successful. We can't say it is.
Because
until when we hear from the Senate today.
What I mean by successful is that we don't hear anything of violence. We don't hear say the fire tear gas.
You go say what you make and they peaceful. We don't get counter protests and what have you.
We don't hear plenty other ones. Check out even the NSAS own. See even the against hunger, the one against hunger, and plenty other protests that we don't do. We always hear say police reject the fire tear gas, or they hold somebody, or some people were injured. But in this particular one, it's like it was one voice.
Yeah.
So waiting be the difference.
It's still day early to conclude. For instance, they are sitting today. If they listen to the people and they do the right thing, the situation will just calm down naturally. If they do not, and they don't do the right thing, it means the protest might be sustained. So now wetin can happen after they sustain them? Now go make them know whether it is successful or not. If these people yield to their prayer today right now and they do the needful, we go talk say it is successful within 24 hours protest. If they no do, if the protest continues, at that point, if presidency and federal government or whatever government agency no go sponsor counter protest, and people go collect money go do the counter protest. If they no go start to the arrest, say, una don dey threaten the peace of the country, now that time we go come review, because some of these protests where you be they mention now, no be one day protest.
But the one will happen for August, the one of against hunger. It was on that first day now that all this wahala happened. If we talk about what we do here, it was on that one day. I don't know details much about the ones of the NSAS protest.
No, the NSAS linger for a while.
But where are they trying to go be say on that first day, without people plenty come out and everything, we don't even hear any issue. Most times, even from the first day of the protest, we they hear say one thing happen, then shoot somebody or another person come out on that very first day.
Unfortunately, no be something where we're supposed to discuss anyway, because if to say our protest they always they peaceful, will not be having this kind of impression.
Exactly.
Say, can you imagine
exactly
why this one take happen like this? But this is how protest is supposed to be. If you want to protest against government or you want to protest against anybody in the country, this is how it's supposed to be. It's not something another person is supposed to say they go to court to go counter the protest, because they get their right to protest. Yes. You get right to listen to them, to do what they've been they ask for if it they legit. If you can be able to explain it in a clear time. For instance, this thing where would be they discuss now, none of these guys where they against them can be able to come out publicly to say this is the reason why we no want them. They don't have that moral standing to say, okay, I want to explain why we no go for them. They agree, say this thing makes sense past waiting will be they do before. And nobody have any superior counterpoint to say, okay, the reason why we're not supposed to do them. So why not go they do the counter for Koro? Why not if you do them publicly? It means say, nah, no clean on top of the matter. So may them do the right thing. May they allow anybody who want protest. And I hope that the protest will not be sustained. I hope and I pray. And the reason for this open prayer be say, waiting will be the outcome of their meeting today. Now go determine whether they will sustain them or not. We need this thing the way it was agreed among these people, and even before it reached their table, at stakeholders meeting, at a public hearing, almost everywhere, then talk say we need electronic transmission of election results. So they should let it happen.
All right. So you don't hear I'm say it like say finally Nigeria don't they stand up on democracy on one side and please don't start to the work. The No Go Gree they happened yesterday, and from the reports and the things that we would see, it was peaceful. They say people from civil defense, people from Nigerian army, Nigerian police, they come out, they make sure say security day. Yes, they stop the people from to take over the National Assembly building, but everything been go peacefully yesterday. Today now, we will wait to hear what's going to be the outcome of the meeting, and also wait to see what's in the harmonization committee of both the House of Rep and the Senate could do. We will definitely bring you the update when it drop. Now, Oga Presido on Monday don't come out now, come begin now to shout and give some assurances and promises of say this thing of bandits, this thing of terrorists, will they see say it's strange to Nigeria. It not be Nigeria thing. It's not our thing. We are peaceful people. We not they do bandits. We not they key. You not they in our nature. But say to see the thing now don't enter now, don't they spoil economy. You can't make a promise. Say in government go make sure say security forces they more strong to fight this wahala, and it go find a means to crush the activities of bandits and terrorists. Say this thing now don't they cause sleepless nights to all Nigerians. This assurance, this promise, the way don't come out come make. Does it go in any way to at least calm country people mind to let us know, say, our president is actually aware and is doing something?
How I wish say I may get opportunity to ask you that question. I'm definitely no say you no go tell me say it ain't enough, because we don't get plenty assurances. And after assurance, we need action. After action, we need action that we translate to results. After results, Oga Presido and his team can deserve commendation. But in all these lineup activities where I've been telling you right now, we've been getting the assurances repeatedly. We've been seeing actions repeatedly, but the actions are not translating to the expected results. So, commendation, Babu, for now. So, not until when we see that result. Action must definitely happen because we are investing more in our security. Now they take the larger aspect of our budget every year as you speak right now. If it is not procurement, it is paying ransom. If it is not paying ransom, it is investing on getting some of these guys arrested and prosecuted. But eventually we do swap deal and water bill. So actions are being taken, whether negative or positive, whether action or inaction, but the result is coming gradually. Sometimes the negative aspect of the attacks overshadow the little result. Not that occasionally you know here that, oh, Sojo people don't go counter these people, they kill 30 of them. I saw one headline yesterday, I saw one this morning. But when you are recording casualties from your side, maybe 10 times of waiting you claim, say, you been the win. It means say the result never really did reasonable for us to commend, because this insecurity, it affects our economy, it affects our private life, it affects our even movement. Many people now, they never visit their village for years. They say, oh, because they don't get money to fly. They don't get money to carry all their family members to fly. And our road no dey safe. If you check some of these things, go know say, true Oga Presido, they give assurances. But when you check the intervention, wey appear to be like, say, now almost the same way, almost every time, then they need to change the approach for us to get that result. We go make us to commend the government when we say they try.
Anyway, Oga Presido don't shall do own meeting when they try do some renewed open initiative, the National Development Plan for 2026 to 2030, and we don't call on governors to beg involved. We they make sure say the plan work. But in that same meeting, it was they give Katsina governor, it was they give Kaduna State governor, and the Borno State governor saying actually they see their own attempt, their workings them to take fight insecurity and everything. But so we hope, shall say, most of this talk, most of these assurances could begin to translate into results. Now, still that yesterday will be Monday. Rivers State Governor Senator Fubara and Oga Minister of FCT some Wike said they'll be enter for closed door with Oga President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to do a meeting. Now people now they say Fubara came on his own first. Wike came later. They finish do meeting. Fubara and Wike enter Wike moto and they go to his house where they for Guzape. And that's another they cause people now to say, say everything is okay. Is that peace is about to start. Everything will calm down now inside River State, and all of that. Do you agree?
I no agree. I no agree because waiting both of them when they look for, they can't get it at the same time. And none of them is willing to surrender for another.
So it's not about say them go do meeting,
No.
motor together,
It's not about that.
They go house, they hold hand. It's not about that.
It's not about that. It's about relevance. It's about power. And you can't give a boat for 2 drivers or car for 2 drivers to drive, and you want them to land safely. And now waiting will be in the sea right now. We don't talk am publicly on a national TV say, I can't support Fubara again. He talk am. Say he can't allow to be betrayed twice. He don't talk am openly. He know they hide am. And I like someone like him, where we say, no, go they pretend and go they do bad belly for backyard or whatever. He don't talk am openly. And if you know how power they intoxicate, where they sweet well, go no say Fubara to no go just one sacrifice in political ambition, regardless of the help we don't already help him before now. So for peace to reign, one of them must be willing to sacrifice that ambition. We cannot become governor in River State again, but we want to be in charge. Many of them want to have that kind of influence which Tinubu get in the country right now. Even before he became president, Tinubu was in charge of Southwest before he became president. He had penetrated a number of states in the north and several other states across the country. That's the kind of influence. The reason why Fubara and we go see Wike, they talk, say, now me help this guy from Sokoto, Tambua from Sokoto, to make sure say he win election when he led with just 300 votes. The reason why I go to talk about Bauchi, the reason why I go to talk, say, any case in Oyo State, now my case. He wanted that kind of influence. So somebody with the ambitious like that cannot afford to sacrifice his own state, the source. Now where the problem dey with that? So all this meeting today, meeting tomorrow, yes. If Oga President is giving order to those guys to stop impeachment and move and what have you, they may listen to him, but they are suspending the evil days ahead because none of them is ready. They will just be romancing the situation because Oga President, they try to sit on the fence right now because he too won't benefit from the situation right now. He need River State at all cost. So for him to sacrifice any one of them now may be a problem to him. Now the reason why you see say they pamper them, he will take his decision when the time reach. He's a smart politician. He still they try to manage them now. If you care to know, this is not the first, this is not the second. I think this is the 3rd time that is meeting them. At a point, he had to even suspend the governor. He no gree work. So what new thing are we expecting from these the mere meetings we didn't do yesterday? So, except if one of them is willing to say, okay, I don't surrender, which I'm not seeing right now.
So if none of them surrender, you're saying now, like 2027, I go actually determine whatever will happen. And until then, River State people just continue to just stay in that limbo.
If they choose to. I always talk about them for the
no, I mean that between now and the next election, because if they go by wetin you talk, so if truly maybe this settlement not fit work, and then they just use face now, take do like everything they all right, but inside wahala still dey because we don't know the one that will come here tomorrow or even here next month. Does it mean that between now and when either election or whatever we go actually let us know the final, between now and then, nothing can be done for the Rivers people?
The Rivers people can choose to decide on how their tomorrow go be. Must it be Wike? Must it be Fubara? Now only the 2 people will get for Rivers State be this. I been don dey tell you, say, if they really mean well for their state, they don't want this drama. Because whether we like it or not, the moment they still go ahead and vote Fubara and they abandon Wike, it go continue to foment trouble for Wike in the next 4 years. What have they been able to benefit in the last 3 years as a result of this drama? At a point, somebody will not even come from their state, can't take over their state for 6 months. The case still depend the way they talk, say, then they accuse and say they mismanage their money anyhow. No, because of this drama, where we did. So if they never learn from this drama of this godfatherism where they suffer from right now, if they choose to still pick either of them, then it's left for them. Again, like I've been talking at the national level, people where they do all this drama, they don't reach 1,000 in Rivers State. If they choose, they allow them to go and cast vote for each other or against each other. And Rivers say, no, we want to opt out of these two drama. We want a fresh person that can deliver for us, not for godfatherism crisis. They can choose and decide that on their own. But if they still trade this Wike Fubara stuff, the drama will still continue. Because they're not ready, Wike not ready to sacrifice anything. He can't be governor again, but he needed somebody that he can influence. This time around, he may even need to take the person to shrine. So that he no go still suffer the kind of wetin they call him, Fubara headache, where they worry him right now. He may need to take the person to shrine to say, okay, this now wetin go happen to you in case you want to betray me. So the matter still different, the drama still there. But in all this, now Rivers go suppose borrow themselves sense, say, let us get rid of this drama. Let us look for a fresh person that can deliver, that can call, this is a governor of the people, not governor of Wike candidate.
Okay, so we'll continue to wait for updates on top the Wike, Fubara, Rivers, and the plus Presido Igiaga. But for now, people they say to it seems like things have calmed down. Say they together waka comot, Oga Presido don't involve again. So we could see as that one go. Now back into Abuja, the Court of Appeal don't give their own judgment for the Senator Natasha and the Senate Presido Akpabio matter. Court of Appeal say Senate no do anything wrong by to suspend Natasha Akpoti following by their rules. You know, they say go sit down for this seat, you know, agree, say that one they not do wrong. Then they also say that 5 million where they say may she pay for that comedy, that satirical, the apology we post, they say they don't cancel that one. So what do you have to say to that?
Yeah, the truth of the matter is that, you know, from the beginning of this conversation or this drama, they talk about the move where the senator be make that time. Say many people talk, say nothing bad about the move where they talk, say then change your seat. We can't lead to that kind of an outburst. And eventually we saw what really transpired. You understand? Even though to her, she been get some certain reservations with the Senate Oga Akpabio, you understand? And that one are their personal stuff. So in a situation whereby you now allow the personal stuff to now degenerate into, okay, you give me a fresh seat, I know they sit down there. Now here I want sit down. And even some senior senators been talked that time. Say even then they don't change their seat and they no form any drama out of this. They can't even they make reference of many of the senior senators where that thing don't happen to. At a point, they've been protest, but eventually them can't even apologize before the House. So if that's not the case, and they can't check their rules, say, okay, she don't violate some certain privilege, that's the reason why they be suspend them. So that one, she may still say she no dey agree. Say she they go Supreme Court to go find out. You still get option on that. So we can't finalize on whether, because we can reach Supreme Court now, them tell us, okay, they violate our right or whatever the case. But if you check now, this is the second time she's getting this kind of ruling against her. You understand? So if that's not the case, luckily for us, they don't already go back to the House. At a point, even the Senate President thought saying they withdraw the cases, say because they don't minister to Ram and in the spirit of forgiveness, all is well right now. I hope say the mind they like that, and I hope say they can be able to solve their political crisis at least. Make we face something reasonable, not Natasha Akpabio almost every time.
But they don't say she not pay the 5 million.
Yes, it's good at least. to them, maybe they feel like, okay, now opinion I should go express, and she get right to do that, even though it was after they don't want to say, maybe she know they write anything again, and what have you. So I think it's a good move for her. The 5 million no be anything to her, even if they ask her to pay, no be anything to either of them.
She no go pay.
She no go pay.
She no go pay.
If they ask her to pay,
it's not about the amount, sir. It's what it represents.
What it represents.
What it represents.
But at least she lost twice now, obviously.
But she's still on here now.
How?
She no go
How
pay
take
the money.
one?
They say
The payment is just part of, can I say, just, we can't say it's part of the entire prayer from the beginning. It was as a result of, say, then challenge her for contempt.
Yes.
That the reason why they say may she go pay. The basics of their drama right now.
Now say they're not supposed to
suspend them. So we can't say she won.
But she don't still go come back. So even if they say they're not supposed to suspend her, what would it have changed?
She don't chop the suspension now.
So even if so,
no, it good. It good because law. Then they do this kind of thing so that at least if she don't already suffer am, another person where they come on board no go suffer am. That's number one. Then as they talk am right now, another senator again no go just misbehave tomorrow because then change his or her seat to say because of that I know they agree I go remain where I am before. If the person won't do am, you go just remember this particular case. Say court rule or say then get right to change your seat, and if they suspend you, now your own cup of tea.
All right, so thank you so much, Kola Ole Obodi. Final words on top the show today.
Oh, the show don't end. Just like
that. Show don't end. Oh, okay, even just in 2 minutes, the Central Bank of Nigeria and the Nigeria Communications Commission, people the way they do network, people they do bank, they talk on this reversal, if you do buy airtime or you buy data and they fail. Now they say they won't do like 30 seconds. Some other people say 30 minutes for them to refund back. And they won't make her in a situation say you don't need to go the right, go the do. In short, they even mention a point of say you make mistakes, send money to somebody. The things them that you can do about it. So step in the right direction.
It is if they will implement it, because I'm a victim, in fact, in all these things where you just talk right now, reversal. Yesterday I waited repeatedly for several hours before I got the reversal of a transaction that I made. Sometimes go get them. Sometimes you go feel like, oh, how many hours will you go and join the queue in the bank before you get this thing done? So all those factors. So if they make the process seamless, say, okay, now then do this mistake. Even bad if they pay compensation. On top of it, say you do mistake. You don't know what it cost me at that particular time. For instance, if I needed to send out money to save a life, and no agree deliver, and doctor no agree act as per the Nigeria condition, the person don't pay, you can't do reversal maybe 24 hours later. You know what it means to me? So many of these things, they can even charge them to court in that regard. So if they do the needful, good and fine for them. And I think it's a good move to Nigerians.
All right. So for you, say you watch us, they listen to us, and do yourself one huge one. Check most of the papers, and you will see the full story of what in the CBN and the NCC won't do on top failed data and failed airtime transaction. Make you for take Sabiam so that you go feel user take work on your rights in case such situation happens to you. But Kola, final words on the show.
Final words, we want electronic transmission of our election results. And we're hoping to hear good breaking news from the Senate today. And beyond that, Nigerians should not be carried away with only this point that we are emphasizing on now. Several other means where politicians they take manipulate election, do malpractice here and there. The same energy where they carry on top of this particular matter, make we channel them too towards those direction. Waiting will be the way of curbing, election vote buying here and there. We need to do more on it. And many other factors like that. So when we at least improve on what we do right now, would encourage more Nigerians to say, okay, be like say the system don't they credible right now. Me too go need to cast my vote.
Thank you so much, Kola Ole Omoni, for today.
Thank you for having me.
Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow.
Also, God bless.
And thank you so much, Nigeria. Thank you so much, Abuja. Thank you so much, Lagos, Kano, and every other place where we say you tune in today to enjoy the show. We appreciate you. So you do with us. Don't forget to continue to check us out, follow us, like us, subscribe to our pages on top all social media platforms at CHRICED Radio TV. Till we come your way again. My name now Princess Amiana. God bless you. God bless Nigeria.